German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche said, God is dead, God remains dead, and we have killed him. Yet his shadow still looms. How shall we comfort ourselves, the murderers of all murderers? What was holiest and mightiest of all that the world has yet owned has bled to death under our knives. Who will wipe this blood off us? What water is there for us to clean ourselves? Meaning, God actually has been murdered not only by ourselves but also by the modern world itself. So, God basically has been assassinated, killed, and wiped out by the whole mediocre, malevolent, and diabolical modern system and modern world that are joined at the hip and that works from time to time to basically cripple our abilities and to keep us in the darkness of ignorance, frustration, envy, crises, jealousy, and all other sorts of evil, so that we also turn evil, dangerous, and psychopathic in the process of trying to pursue arbitrary success or just living up to the expectations, demands, and dictates of the modern society and the other people and the whole system ultimately in general. And that means God was not always dead. God is not necessarily dead, but he actually has been murdered and assassinated willfully, intentionally, and voluntarily, not only by us because of our lust, desire, and possessive and obsessive attitude, but also by the whole modern system that thrives on our suffering and that also wants absolute control, dominance, and manipulation over all of our lives, actions, and behaviors and perceptions in one way or another, even though we don't always realize all this because we like to live in ignorance, desperation, and jealousy towards one another. But in reality, we are being controlled, directed, and manipulated almost indirectly and invisibly by the cruel modern governments and by the capitalistic bureaucratic system that is a web of corruption, discrimination, and partiality, sometimes visible or invisible to us. But we have become the murderers of all the holiest and most sacred and precious things in the world, such as God, animals, flowers, trees, and so on and so forth. And how can we even forgive ourselves? How can we wipe off the blood? The water falls short. We cannot even clean the mess that we have created by ourselves, and now we're in corruption, desperation, and mediocrity, and now we're murdering one another after killing